Hi people, it's me Anja, my pronouns are she, her, and welcome back to my channel. Before I get into these books, I'd like to address the fact that donating to Palestine right now is so much more important than book recommendations, so the link to donate is in my description box, so please go donate. Anyway, the first book on this list is called Everything All at Once, written by Katrina Leno. This book is so good. It is so wholesome and fluffy and lighthearted, and it follows Lottie after her aunt dies, and her aunt leaves behind a list of things for her to do that pushes her out of her comfort zone, because Lottie deals with social anxiety and her aunt knows that. This book is so good. Like I said, it's so wholesome and lighthearted and so fluffy, and it's so good. Lottie is such a wonderful, lovely character, and I love her. The plot of the story is so intriguing, and it's just so good. Katrina Leno is such a talented author. I think this book deserves just as much hype as Summer of Assault. You know what I mean? Like, this book is so good. It's so lovely and it's so wonderful, and I really enjoyed it. So with that, I would highly recommend it, because it's so fluffy and it's so wholeheartedly so awesome. So yeah. The next book on this list is called A List of Cages. This book, I would say, is popular for being underrated. So it's kind of like the Lemonade Mouth equivalent of YA Contemporary, but I would say that it's not overrated. Like, it's underrated enough that I'm including it on this list, but it's popular for being underrated, if that makes any sense. Essentially, this book is so good. It's absolutely so good. It's YA Contemporary, and it follows two boys who used to be foster brothers, but they haven't seen each other in 5 years. And I'm not really going to give you more with the synopsis, because like I said, this book is popular for being underrated, so you've probably heard of it on any of these lists. This book is so good, and it packs such a strong emotional punch, because it's absolutely so good. First of all, the two perspectives are done so well, because they really create such wonderful, distinct, well-developed characters. Robin Roe's writing is so well done, and I just really fell in love with this story, with these characters, because she did such a great job bringing them to life, and I'm so excited to read her next book, which I think comes out next year, if I'm not mistaken. But at any rate, this book is so good, and it definitely deserves all of its hype and so much more. So please go give it the hype that it absolutely deserves. The next book on this list is called Don't Read the Comments. This book is so good. It's YA Contemporary, and it follows two characters. One of them, a popular gamer girl who's rather kind of famous in the gaming community, and she is gaming because she loves it, but she's also trying to help her single, struggling mom to pay rent. And the other one just games for fun as well, even though his mom would rather him become a doctor. This book is so good. I absolutely really enjoyed it. I talked about it in the very beginning of this year, because it's one of the most underrated books that I read last year, and it's absolutely so good. It deserves so much more hype, because it's absolutely so good. The plot is so intriguing, and it's so thrilling. The characters are such well-developed, distinct characters, and I love their dynamic together, but I also love them individually. I'm so excited to read Alex Smith's next book. I think it comes out at the end of this year, so probably in like September or November or something like that. But at any rate, his writing is so good, and it seems so effortless. You know what I mean? Like, this book is so good, and it's so wonderful, and it's so lovely, and I really enjoyed it. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called The Lightness of Hands. There's a trigger warning on this book for a past suicide attempt. This book is YA Contemporary and follows a young girl who has bipolar 2 disorder, and she signs up her magician father to perform his legendary but failed illusion act on live TV, so that they can both have the money to pay for the medications that they both need. This book is so good. First of all, there's mental health representation in it, so we love to see it. Second of all, the plot is so intriguing, and it's so wonderful, and it's so well done. I think this book is definitely the author's best work, because it's so good. Third of all, the character and the main character is such a wonderful, well-developed, distinct main character, and I liked her so much. Her journey with her mental health was so well done, and I just really enjoyed it. This book deserves so much more hype because it's so good. The plot, the story, the characterization, the magical elements, all so well done, and I really enjoyed it. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called All Chemical Hearts. This book is YA contemporary, and it follows Henry, who's a hopeless romantic, even though he's never been in love, and the new girl walks in and changes all of that for him. This book is so good. I really enjoyed it because it absolutely pierced my heart, and it broke my heart into little pieces, and then pieced it back together again. Essentially, this book is so good, and it absolutely deserves all of its hype and so much more. The plot is so intriguing. Henry is such a wonderful, well-developed, well-rounded, distinct character. The romance between him and Grace was so well done, and I really enjoyed it. The writing is so good. This author is so talented, and I love her books so much. This book is definitely her strongest, and it's so well done. I really enjoyed it. The writing is so well done, and it's so good. It's just so wonderful. This book is so good, and I definitely think if I were to reread it, I would enjoy it just as much as I did the first time I read it almost 4 years ago. So essentially, this book is so good, and it's absolutely so lovely and so wonderful. So with that, I would highly recommend it. So in conclusion, donate to Palestine. That's very important. Second of all, I really enjoyed making this video because contemporary is my second favorite genre, so I just really enjoyed promoting all of these books. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the envelope emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!